Hello everybody, this is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews here, and this week's review will be Gettysburg, starring Martin Sheen as General Robert Edward Lee, featuring Jeff Daniels as Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Chamberlain, C. Thomas Howell as Thomas Chamberlain, Sam Elliott as John Buford, with Tom Berenger as General Longstreet, Stephen Lang as George Pickett, Richard Jordan as Louis Armistead, and along with Kevin Conway as Buster Kilrain, George Lazenby as General Pettigrew, and of course there's Andrew Prine, cousin of John, and Buck Taylor of Gunsmoke fame among lower level roles characters. Which I was kind of found it weird with one of the most glaring inaccuracies of the movies is how, from the scenes in the Union point of view, I always focus more on Chamberlain instead of just make a General Meade a main character. It's about like how they just didn't in the movie with Lincoln's speech with somebody playing Lincoln in like months later or so. But then again, dang, then again the movie was about the battle, not his speech. So there's that. So, which of course was actually filmed on location of the real battle. Which, manages a lot of parking permits and filming stuff, red tape and all to go to make that movie. And at least they put in enough work to make it like nearly 5 hours long, a 5 hour long movie. And boy, is it long, but in a good long. To where you get the cast and crew all set up with the authentic uniforms and the hilariously awfully fake beards and mustaches. Practically, I swear the only real one was one of the only real ones was Elliot, of course, and his story by John Buford, which pretty much was a highlight. Which, going in first time I was watching it, despite the inaccuracies, although, and him being a Californian, not a Southerner, I was kind of pictured him playing a Confederate, but hey, he did a good job as a Yankee. Which is kind of like how ironically Jeff Daniels was cast as Chamberlain, despite being born in Georgia. But hey, I can see why, given all the negativity about the South back then and all, and right and respectable. But I do gotta give it to Martin Sheen and Berenger. They both knocked it out of the park out of their roles. I mean, yeah, I was kind of a little skeptical, which I'll say the casting of Martin Sheen as General Lee is about like what I've derived as the Keaton effect. Is that when you get an actor who seems miscast, but once you finally watch the movie, you'll change your opinion on it about the actor's performance. and it's about one of them. One of them, though, in Gods and Generals, which was the prequel to Gettysburg, both from historical documents and Michael Shar's novels, which he wrote 3 books, but we never got the third of the ending movie. I mean, yeah, we already got Gettysburg and Gods and Generals, but we ain't got, which Gods and Generals was really just a Stonewall Jackson biopic. But yeah, we got to do like a later battles when there was, or the Battle of Petersburg, which was the last official battle of the war, right before Lee surrendered in Appomattox, minus a few skirmishes in the western Texas and the western areas. Or hell, surprised we hadn't had a Sherman movie made yet. I mean, yeah. Although I'm kind of surprised they hadn't did that like 90s or 2000s with Chuck Norris playing him. I mean, he had to look for it. Hell. Or let alone, surprised they hadn't did a movie from the naval point of view, although there was a TV movie that Donald Sutherland made about the Hunley, but I want to see him. Come on, do one about the damn ironclads already. I mean, hell, there was a Civil War game where you did like a level where you was in the ironclads, and which I'm assuming was it you were in the Monitor, which was the Yankee one. And I gotta give it to C. Thomas Howell as Lieutenant Thomas Chamberlain, because he pretty much knocked it out of the park with that one. And I say those movies in Red Dawn, I say for your career, be a lot more memorable and respectable to be known for than Soul Man. Which I can say you successfully shaded that image. The image from that cheesy 80s damn sure wouldn't fly today concept. But enough about that, because movies about our reviews be about Gettysburg. And of course, for a movie about a battle, you gotta have the great action scenes. And I mean, good enough for like a PG-13 type movie instead of like which of course, on one hand, I kind of would like to see a more gorier adaptation, but for a historical battle, which was that, I kind of see why PG-13 is like or PG. Damn, I'm kind of brain farting on what it was rated, because it might have been PG or something, just because they didn't have no cussing or minimal cussing, and of course not bloody and gory. And I mean, yeah, it was good enough for schools to show in class if they got enough time to watch the whole damn movie. Well, I remember in 11th grade, teacher did that once, but we didn't get to finish it because it was like the last day of school and all. But yeah, Gettysburg was a definite 5 out of 5 masterpiece with great performances all around. I mean, even got to give it to Lazenby in pretty much his best non-Bond role, which I'm surprised, which is a shame he didn't get to do more on that front. But hey, he did a good job to redeem himself. And of course, with the old epic battle scenes, and had that one scene where a Reb sniper shoots Buford's second in command after taking over that church. Even some cameos by like the director's wife, being when he's just watching the troops parade and going, "I fought the wars in Virginia." Yeah, and then the acting chemistry of Conway's character, Buster Kilrain, and Lieutenant Chamberlain, actually Lieutenant Colonel Chamberlain, that is, from giving a guy who's kind of like a high up professor who's bought a commission compared to a career soldier as Buster Kilrain, who fought in Mexico. You basically showed him the ropes and all. Kind of like a odd relationship between an officer and an enlisted man, but still a definite 5 out of 5 masterpiece. I mean, it's great for you got to be in the mood for movies, and yeah, because it's long, but because it's about one of the longest movies I ever watched, and one that DVD had to put bought up there with like Godfather 2, because I have a hard copy of both, and like how Godfather 2 you have to put part 1 and part 2 on separate disc, and in this you just gotta flip them back and forth. And one of them disc things that's clear on one side, and yeah, I'm talking about one of them shitty scratched easy ones, but copies. But of course, everybody was perfectly cast, even with Sheen and the Keaton effect. And an even more trivial thing about how actor Tom Berenger actually said that was playing Longstreet was the best thing. Was his favorite character, to the point that he actually once, or maybe still does, own that bar in Virginia called Longstreet's. But overall, a definite 5 out of 5 masterpiece. That'll do it for this week. I hope y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy, and I'll keep dishing them out.